Jaden Rashada, one of the top 2023 quarterbacks in this freshman class, has flipped already. Before we've even gotten to early signing day, there were a lot of rumors and speculation that he might decommit from Miami, but we were not expecting him to then commit the same night. A lot of chaos going on in this 2023 class. What does this mean for the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators? Jaden Rashada is a highly regarded quarterback in the 2023 class. He is a high four-star, was at the Elite 11, and earlier this year was committed to Miami. There was a lot of talk around the NIL stuff. We're not going to get into that here today, but a high four-star on 24/7 Sports and in the composite. He was listed as QB6 on 24/7 Sports, and I believe QB7 in the composite. We here at Campus to Canton are a little bit lower on him than the recruiting services. But again, we're looking at this from a more fantasy perspective, and it might honestly be a little bit better for him going to Florida. We'll find out. Let's talk about the Miami side of things really quick. They were a two quarterback class there in Miami, still having Tyler Van Dyke and Jake Garcia there with both having some eligibility left. He's gone. Emory Williams is left there. Emory Williams, a really good passer, really good velocity on his passes. I don't know what this is going to mean for Miami, but it's definitely not great to have your highest rated recruit in the class flip. More importantly, though, let's talk about what this means from the Florida side of things, where he now goes. They have some very interesting questions that now need to be answered. Anthony Richardson, I personally do not think he is ready to go to the NFL. And I'll be very curious to see if he does. If he comes back for one more year, you've got him. You've got Jack Miller. Now you have Jaden Rashada and Marcus Stokes, who is also already committed to Florida. He did so earlier this year. Maybe he flips now with early signing day coming up. Jaden Rashada having a little bit more pedigree than Marcus Stokes, though both did attend Elite 11. Jaden Rashada is more highly regarded and graded better by practically all of the recruiting services. If he does flip, they still have Jack Miller and Jaden Rashada there, but Jaden Rashada is likely going to have to sit a year, which was kind of a thing that we were excited about with him going to Miami. Is shot that he might have a chance to play year one, especially if Tyler Van Dyke had ended up going into the NFL. Jaden Rashada is an extremely interesting prospect, in my opinion. Excuse me. Smooth and effortless release. He generates a ton of velocity, and I think it's some of the best in this class. We actually have him graded at a 46.8 velo grade, which is roughly top 20 in the quarterback class for 2023. He pairs that, in my opinion, with incredible pocket manipulation, and as you can see in his way, he consistently keeps his feet moving, knows when to flush out of the pocket and when to step up. He typically does not leave the pocket to run, but to pass, which I do think is very good for not just a college quarterback, but a quarterback moving on to the NFL level. You'd rather see them sit in the pocket and try and deliver the ball to their weapons instead of running and picking up those rushing yards that we do like that for fantasy. He easily challenges defenses vertically, has impressive zip, and does show some touch throws, including some really, really impressive, just absolute dimes down the field. Accuracy, though, is a concern for Rashada. While he can make an NFL throw on one play, the next play he can miss his receiver by about 10 yards. It's going to be very intriguing to see what happens with him going to Florida again. Knowing Anthony Richardson, at least right now, looks like he's going to be ahead of him on the depth chart, possibly Jack Miller, though I do think Jaden Rashada could beat out Jack Miller for that backup job next season. But we don't have any real proof of concept that Billy Napier, the head coach of the Florida Gators, knows how to develop quarterbacks. We will now get we'll first get to see this now with Jaden Rashada. Can he build this up? Can he help grow him and develop him into an NFL quarterback? He's going to get a great shot with an incredibly talented kid, and we'll see what happens with Anthony Richardson as well in that room. Regardless, Florida is continuing to build on a class that many people left for dead earlier this recruiting offseason. They've picked it up, added a ton of other players, and now they've landed one of the top quarterbacks in this class and increased their recruiting ranking. Guys, if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Everything you need to know about our website, Campus to Canton, is down below in the description. Our Devy guide, our freshman guide, and our CFF guide. Thank you guys so much, and have yourselves a wonderful week.